Hi, I'm Eric the Security Guy. On today's episode, we're going to talk about how to stop phishing by taking the bait out of email. Individuals, corporations, and governments continue to succumb to phishing attacks. Large ISPs have become better at detecting and stopping the more simplistic, high-volume phishing campaigns, and security awareness training is really helping. But this popular criminal technique remains effective for credential theft and malware delivery. There are some simple solutions, but most people just don't want to hear them. Individuals have faced phishing attacks for years. Criminals like the approach because it's inexpensive and it works. It's easy to set up a lookalike website on a compromised web server, blast out hundreds or thousands of emails containing bait, and collect credentials. The cost of doing so is very low. Capturing the banking credentials of a single victim often creates profit. Once a phishing message or site is detected, criminals simply move to another compromised web server and repeat the process. Businesses, governments, and celebrities have a much bigger problem. Targeted phishing attacks, called spear phishing, are difficult to automatically detect. Sophisticated attackers research their victims and customize the message for each recipient. This significantly increases delivery and success rates. Since hostile emails continue to include first-stage malware infection code, like obfuscated JavaScript that downloads and installs a second stage. But because detection and blocking mechanisms have improved, including a relevant, compelling link in the phishing message is more effective these days, and downloading malware, including ransomware using HTTPS when a user clicks, often bypasses network intrusion detection. Unlike their mass mailing counterparts, targeted attacks may use a different link for each victim to avoid detection and facilitate custom threat delivery. Some focus on credential theft, others leverage malware selected for the specific recipient. ISPs, businesses, and even DNS service providers apply a variety of techniques to identify and stop phishing, but for some unexplained reason, one of the main culprits goes unpunished: HTML email. HTML originally became popular with the dawn of the public internet in the mid-1990s. For websites, the HTML anchor tag for linking made sense. Instead of showing the actual URL, you could hyperlink text or images. Hostile use of links were less of an issue at the time, although some early website owners did make use of linking to unexpected sites as a form of humor. HTML rapidly began appearing in email, and over the years, every mainstream email vendor has added support. Marketers love being able to control the display of messages, including images and more attractive click here links instead of displaying URLs. HTML email also facilitates retrieving external images, and marketers leverage that to track email open rates. This privacy invasion itself should have been enough to put a stop to HTML email, but even worse, it facilitates phishing. In addition to linking words and images, it's trivial to display one URL and send a user to an entirely different URL when it's clicked. From a security perspective, this is entirely unacceptable. In addition to security awareness training, there are two ways to make phishing much more difficult. The first is to provide users with an option to disable HTML email display. While that might sound draconian to the marketing crowd, and it probably is, HTML format emails provide very little benefit to the recipient as compared to plain text. Instead of crafting cute, flashy emails, send useful information. Plain text is easier to read on PCs and mobile devices. An auto-reply option that informs the sender that their HTML email could not be displayed would certainly help effect change. The second, softer approach is to always display the real link URL to users. Since mail software is already parsing the HTML, it could display it inline, or alternatively, when a user clicks on the link, their mail software could pop up a window displaying the target URL to the user. While it may not be as attractive and add an extra step, it would give users the information they need to make an informed decision. HTML email is poorly implemented, violates privacy, and helps to facilitate serious criminal behavior. Apple, Google, and Microsoft could implement changes and significantly reduce phishing overnight. Thank you for watching. Please help me out by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. As always, if you have any questions or you'd like to suggest a topic for a future video, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.